I'm David Rudlin. I'm chairman of the Academy of Urbanism. I'm based in the UK. As a profession, I'm a master planner and I'm a practitioner, but at the moment I'm chairman of the Academy, which has got about 700 members in the UK and across the rest of the world. We had an interesting debate in the last session about the Sustainable Development Goals. And my view is that actually they're the sort of things that every city really should be seeking to apply, because they're actually not particularly contentious. And there were other views in the group to say that there are people who disagree with some of the goals and that there was a debate to be had about those goals. It seems to me that the conflict comes when it comes down to what they mean in practice, what they mean about where you build housing, about how much housing you build, what you spend on public transport or the environment and so on. And that's where the major issues come. I'm concerned about things which actually involve action on the ground. I'm not particularly interested in sitting in elevated rooms talking about issues and talking about goals and so on. I'm interested in building public transport systems and building housing and creating a better environment and so on. And it seems to me that those things happen at the city level, and that therefore is the most interesting level to be working at. The Academy is a network of cities across Europe now, and actually those cities can teach each other a great deal about how to do these things. They're all laboratories of urban experimentation, and the Academy's role, along with INTA and other organisations, is to try and pool that knowledge and allow people to learn from it. I think the great strength of the Academy is that it's got a range of people in it. So we have professional institutes, architects, planners, urban designers and so on, which represent people in that profession. The Academy has developers, practitioners, local authorities, academics, all part of that mix. We are very much UK based, UK and Ireland certainly, and one of the things that one of the reasons we're here really is to broaden that network into a much more European discussion in terms of INTA's membership across Europe and the rest of the world. I think we probably are looking to expand our membership through municipalities. I mean, one of the issues in the UK at the moment is the municipalities find it difficult to justify membership fees and so on to organisations, given the huge cuts they've taken in their budgets. And so we are looking for ways of involving municipalities much more closely into our work, and that's, I think, an area of development for us. I think it's very important that these international events take place, because in our day-to-day work we can get very blinkered in terms of our attitudes towards our city and what's happening in it, and it can become impossible to see solutions to problems. You then go to another place, you go to another city, and all of a sudden they've dealt with the same problem, they've found a solution, and you can learn from that. And so that is very much the experience that we get from international networks. Things that seem almost impossible to us somehow get dealt with quite easily elsewhere, and you can very much learn from that. I think if you're hosting it as a host city, you have the great advantage of people coming to see what you're doing, and you get that external scrutiny of your policies and your projects, and you have very experienced people coming and helping and praising where praise is due, or asking questions and so on, and that can be incredibly valuable as a host city.